Mataji, you're muted.
Okay. I was saying the prayers, I'm sorry. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you all very much for joining. We did 4.34, correct? Anybody remembers what that verse was? So we've had a little gap, but 1 second, I'll just turn off the video today because I'm on the phone. Okay. So last time we did a very important verse, which was Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshantite Jnanam Jnaninas Tattva Darshinaha. So in this, why is it important? Because it says Tadvidhi Pranipatena means by approaching a spiritual master. And then how should you approach? You should approach him submissively and then also render some service to him. So when you do such a thing, the spiritual master who's self-realized will impart you knowledge so that you can see the truth. So this was the verse, which is very, very important because until you surrender to a spiritual master, you're not going to get the realized knowledge. So this is an instruction for all of us that the only way to understand spiritual knowledge is by surrendering to someone who is seeing the truth. So they are the seers of knowledge. They are self-realized people. Only then you can understand the truth, because this is, absolute knowledge. It is not any mundane knowledge that anybody can give. So this is very important that we also understand what needs to be done to get this knowledge. So we went into the details of, who a spiritual master is, what are his qualifications, and why should we surrender. So I hope anybody has any questions about this verse, we can take them before I move on to the next one. Anybody has any questions about the need for spiritual master, or who is a spiritual master, things like that? Yes, no?
No.
No, Mataji, we can move to the next.
Next one. Okay, right.
Yes.
So we'll go to text 35. So we are in chapter 4.35. Yagnatva na punarmoham evam yashyasi pandava yena bhutani asheshani drakshyasi atmani athomai. One of you can repeat after me. Who wants to do it? Yagnatva na punarmoham.
Yajnatva
Yagnatva na punarmoham
punarmoham
evam yasyasi pandava
evam yasyasi pandava
yena bhutani asheshani
yena bhutani yeshani aseshani
Drakshasi atmani athomai.
rakshasi atmani yatomai.
Athomai, yes. So, in this, the translation is having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul. So, last verse was saying that we should approach a self-realized soul for knowledge. Now, here Krishna is saying, having obtained the real knowledge from self-realized soul, what will happen? You will never fall again into such illusion. So you'll never fall into an illusion. I'll talk about what illusion we are in. For by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme, or in other words, that they are mine. So this verse is also very, very important, because here Krishna is telling you the effect of Guru, effect of taking a Guru, and the effect of knowledge. What is this knowledge? And then another important thing here is Krishna here for the first time. In Bhagavad-gītā, we've done 3 chapters. For the first time, Krishna is actually referring to himself, meaning he's now telling what is the relationship of the living entity with himself. So he never did that directly in all of these verses. So in the second chapter, he talked about soul and body, but he never mentioned that, he is the super soul and he's Paramatma. Then in chapter 2 and 3 also, he said, like, you offer your work to me and like, worship me, have faith in me. But this is the first verse where he is actually saying that you are part of me. So that is importance of this word. So if you notice, he's saying Drakshasi Atmani Athomai. Athomai means in me. So all of you are in me. So he's saying Gnatva means after you know this. So Gnatva is to know. So after you know this, what happens? Na punarmoham. Na punarmoham means you will not be in the illusion again. And evam yasyasi pandava means you're in illusion right now. Again, you will not go into illusion. So he's telling Arjuna that you are in the illusion right now, but after you understand this knowledge, you will not be in illusion anymore. Then Yena Bhutani Asheshani means all living entities. Asesha means everybody. There's nothing more Sesha. Asesha. Sesha means remaining, right? Asesha means nothing is remaining. So everybody, all living entities, Drakshasi means to see. Atmani Atimai means you will see them as spiritual or you will see them as mind. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, after you get this knowledge from me, I mean, in that context, Krishna is being the guru. But for us, once we get the knowledge from the guru, that we are part of Krishna. So the first time he's referring, Krishna for the first time is giving us this knowledge that everybody, Asesha means everybody that is living beings, all living beings, human beings, animals, birds, everything that is living, the 84 million species are all part of Krishna. So he's saying after you get this, and so what knowledge does the guru give? The guru is giving this knowledge that everybody, all of us are part and parcel of Krishna. So this knowledge is the ultimate knowledge. This knowledge is a spiritual knowledge, a transcendental knowledge. And after knowing this knowledge, he's saying Yagnatva. After knowing this knowledge, you will not be in an illusion. So what kind of an illusion are we in? Anybody wants to venture and tell me what? First of all, are we in illusion now? Without this knowledge?
Yes.
Yes. So what kind of illusion are we in?
All kinds of more like ये मिल जाएगा वो मिल जाएगा. Basically, we are in doing all the works for ourselves and not in the form of karma yoga and all those things.
That is a little higher platform, but the basic illusion is what? What is it that we don't know? It kind of is a corollary for what I just mentioned in this verse. So what is our common illusion all of us are having before we had the knowledge of Bhagavad-gītā? So the common illusion that all of us are suffering from is that we are body, right? We are this body, not the soul. So that is the illusion we are in. So all living beings are in this illusion that we are this body and we are not realizing that we are the soul. So that is number one illusion. And then that is comes next. Only if we understand who we are, only if we understand that we are the soul, the next step of what is our relationship with Krishna will come, right? If we don't even know that we are soul, we are going on thinking, we are this body and we are going on enjoying and end of life will die without the concept of soul, then that is the biggest illusion. That is Maya. Maya means, that which is not. That which is not is Maya. So this Maya, we are all affected. Even though we are reading Bhagavad-gītā, theoretically we are knowing that we are not this body, but practically have we realized? If we truly realize, then we are self-realized. So these gurus that Krishna is mentioning here, they are self-realized. Means they have understood that they are soul and they are on the platform of soul, means they are on the spiritual platform. They have transcended these modes of material nature. And such a guru can give us this same knowledge that, we are not this body, we are the soul. And step 2 comes that, as a soul, you're part of Krishna, which is what Krishna is telling us here for the first time. So this is the biggest illusion we are in, and at least, thankfully, because we have come to this reading of Bhagavad-gītā, we theoretically at least know that that is not our true self. So what is our true self? Our true self is the Atma. And what is Atma part of? Atma is part of Krishna. So that is coming out of illusion. So they're saying if the spiritual master will give you this knowledge. So this is one way of also recognizing, who the correct spiritual master is, who the bona fide spiritual master is. Because nowadays, there's so many fake gurus and all. That is a concern everywhere. So to understand who's a real guru will give you this, will put you out of illusion, will give you this absolute knowledge. What is absolute knowledge? That you are not this body or this soul, and that we are part of Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. This absolute knowledge a guru has to give. Otherwise, if they say I am God or I'll make you God, we are all gods, things like that, these concepts you should be away. Or we'll merge with God. All these concepts are not absolute truth. So anybody who gives this knowledge, you have to recognize that they are not bona fide gurus. So here Krishna is also saying, so one, he's saying that these are all part of me. He goes one step further, and in this verse he's also saying that Arjuna, you're under the illusion that, these are like, all the Bhishma, Drona, all the relatives that Arjuna is seeing, they are all your relatives, you're thinking, and you're concerned. But you should also realize that, because I am the seed giving father, Krishna says elsewhere that Aham Bija Prajapita. So all these living entities, I am the Bija, means seed giving father. So I'm the seed giving father of everybody. So not just you and Pandavas, I'm also the seed giving father for Bhishma and Drona. So they are also part and parcels of mine. So you may be worried about them, concerned about them because they are relatives. The relatives are how? They are related by body, not by the soul. Arjuna is looking at them as relatives because they are related by body, right? So they are, related to Kunti, related to Pandu. So what Arjuna is looking at relationships is based on a very material platform. But here Krishna is saying that, they are all mine. What is Krishna? Why is Krishna saying they're all mine? Because they are part and parcel of his soul, his super soul. So Krishna's being related to all of them is, a spiritual relationship based on the soul. Whereas Arjuna, his concern was on a very material platform. So this distinction we all have to make. Even we also have to realize that what we have, our relatives we have, the family we are related on a material platform, on a bodily platform. But when we all become devotees of Krishna, like, in a family, before understanding this spiritual relationship, we are all related by blood, we are all related by body. But once we all take to devotional service, then that relationship can become spiritual, because now the common thread between the members of a family, or between devotional circles, is Krishna. So then that will become spiritual. So that is a way to convert a material relationship to spiritual relationship. So that is, sort of making everything spiritual. Same thing here. We are related to each other, not by body or not by, by chance we are together. And the common thread that is tying us is Krishna. So these relationships are to be considered spiritual. And these sort of, friendships and relationships that surround Krishna and the knowledge of Krishna, or, discussing pastimes of Krishna, they should be considered spiritual. So they are more deep than, the superficial material relationships that we may have in this world. They are deeper because the connection is deeper. The connection we have is based on a soul, not on a body. And so they are longer lasting, they are sweet, they are, you can cherish these relationships. So that's how we should see. And so family also can be, part of a spiritual relationship. Friends also, if you try to make your friends also spiritual, the connecting thread becomes Krishna, then those friendships will become very long lasting. So here Krishna is saying, I am also concerned about them, because, after all, I'm the father of everybody. So you're under an illusion that they are relatives, your relatives, but that is a temporary relationship, right? Because if If this lifetime the Pandavas or Kauravas die, then that is the end of their temporary relationships. But Krishna is saying that my relationship with them is permanent, is an eternal relationship that he has. So Krishna is also concerned about the Kauravas. So you may want to ask, like, if Krishna is concerned about them, then why is he allowing them to die? So Krishna, even in other place in Bhagavad-gītā says, what does he say? Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. So whoever is thinking of me, I will take care of their yoga and kshema. And then he also says, Name Bhakta Pranashati. So once somebody is my Bhakta, he won't perish. So here you may want to ask, now he's saying, Kauravas are related to him. And then Krishna always says his devotees don't perish, but we see devotees dying. And now we'll see the Kauravas dying. So how does that, it's a little contradicting. But when Krishna says that he will take care of yoga and kshema, or his devotee won't perish, it is again on a spiritual level. So the body has to perish. Right. So when we talk about Krishna as he's a protector, he's the maintainer, it doesn't mean like he's going to make us amar, like our body is not going to be eternal, because that is not the nature. When the material nature was made, it was decided that all material is going to perish. So that has become a law of nature. So that very exceptionally, otherwise Krishna will not interfere with that material rule. But when he says he will take care of us, he will protect our soul. He will protect also, maybe mind also, so that, we continue to devotion service. But he means he'll protect our soul. So here also, whatever is ultimately beneficial for that living entity, Krishna will do. So in this instance, it is actually beneficial, I think, for Kauravas to be killed in this war because of their adharma. So for the general well-being of the society, then Krishna has to do this. And also, if they die in the war as Kshatriyas, then their destination will be better. So even if Kauravas were to die, like Bhishma died, Drona died, but their destination will be superior to what they are in this age, in Hastinapura. So eventually Krishna will take care of his devotees, and here he's also going to take care of Kauravas, because that is a better destination for Kauravas, both in their own interest and also in the interest of the society. So that is what Krishna says. So here in this verse, we are learning two things. One is that once we have this knowledge that we are the soul and not the body, and we are part and parcel of Krishna, then we should not have that illusion again. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, once you listen to this, you will no longer be in illusion. So after reading this verse, we also should not be in any more illusion that we are this body. And then the second instruction we have here is that we have to see all living beings as Krishnas. So we have to see all living beings in Krishna and as belonging to Krishna. So we are gods, G-O-D apostrophe S. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu says we are not gods like G-O-D-S, but we are G-O-D apostrophe S. So belong to God. We are not God, but we belong to God. So, so Krishna is giving this very important two concepts, that don't be under this illusion, and that all living entities belong to me. All living entities are my part and parcels. Then Krishna, then if you look at Srila Prabhupada's purport is quite detailed, and I'm just going to focus on a few points that Srila Prabhupada writes very nicely. So, so the sense of, so what is the Maya, what is the illusion I mentioned is the sense of existence separate from Krishna. So if you think you don't belong to Krishna, you're independent of Krishna. Actually, that is a more appropriate thing. So if you think, one is if you think you're this body, and then if you think you're independent of Krishna, that is Maya. So Ma is means not, and Ya is this. So if which is not this means you're in Maya. So if you think your existence is separate from Krishna, if you think you're not part of Krishna, then you are in Maya. Some people, even the Mayavadis, like many people don't believe in Krishna. Many people think that this Brahman is all in all, is the absolute truth, and so they don't believe. They think Krishna may be a historical personality or something. So all that is not correct. So why? Because we know that the effulgence that we are seeing, the Brahman effulgence, is a part and parcel of Supreme Personality of Godhead also. So and we've discussed this before, that Krishna has a personality. So there is a Supreme Personality of Godhead that is a cause of all causes, which again the Mayavadi philosophers don't believe. So that is a separate discussion, but we know that Krishna is an absolute personality and that we are a part and parcel of Krishna. So so thinking that we are separate from Krishna is an illusion. So one more thing, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, we are qualitatively similar. So we have qualities of Krishna in minute quantities. So if Krishna is beautiful, we have some beauty. If Krishna is powerful, we are a little powerful. So all those qualities that Krishna possesses, we possess in very, very, very minute fractions, because we are part of him. So if there's fire, how to see that is, if there's fire and a spark comes out of it, that spark will have some qualities of the fire, right? Even though it's a very small particle, it will extinguish soon, but it will have the same quality as fire. Similarly, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, we have some quality. So actually every quality that we possess, whether it is, some skill, some art, some talent, everything is there because it is part of Krishna. Even actually the negative emotions, they say, like the anger, all this also is there because we are part of Krishna. Of course, we are utilizing it in a wrong way, but especially, if somebody is very intelligent, the intelligence comes from Krishna. If somebody is very good at, some skill, like, a good musician or a singer, that is also there because that skill is there in Krishna. So those qualities come. And then because we are part of him, what does our duty become? Our duty will become to serve Krishna, to satisfy Krishna. So so the whole Gita actually emphasizes this, that that we should not see ourselves as body, and we should not see our relatives as our relatives, like Arjuna is seeing here. And more important than this temporary bodily relationships is the eternal relationship with Krishna. So Arjuna had failed to do this. At least, he's pretending to have failed this, and that's the premise of the whole Bhagavad-gītā. So Arjuna, by saying that, he is not going to kill his relatives, is basing that on a temporary bodily platform. And Krishna here is guiding Arjuna and us to realize that more important than the temporary bodily relationship is the eternal spiritual relationship with Krishna. So the whole teaching of Gita is targeted towards this end, that a living being as Krishna's servant cannot be separated from Krishna. And if you want to consider yourself as separate from Krishna, then you are in Maya. So because we are in Maya, actually, because we forgot that we are part and parcel of Krishna, we actually have these bodies. Because we wanted to be independent of Krishna, we have these bodies. And we are going on, changing our bodies from human body to animal body and everything, because we have forgotten this relationship. So once we understand this relationship, that I am part of Krishna, and my duty is to serve Krishna, is in transcendental service of Krishna, then that is liberation. Liberation from the illusion. So this knowledge that is so potent, it leads you to liberation, leads you to understand who you are, and also understand, who God is. So this is perfect knowledge. And this perfect knowledge is given by the spiritual master. So spiritual master will remove all your illusion. It could be like they say, like an onion, how much you have to peel the onion to get to the center of the onion, like that. A guru will, peel off all your Maya, all the things that you are, believing and following and doing. So all this illusion is able to peel you. And sometimes, peeling an onion can be painful. So sometimes, guru can, what the guru does can be, painful to your body, mind, and intelligence, but it is the ultimate benefit for your Atma. So this perfect knowledge is given by the spiritual master. And then the Bhagavatam says, Muktir hitva anyatha rupam swarupena vyavastitha. So what does that mean? Muktir hitva anyatha rupam. What does anyatha rupam means? Anyatha rupam means different bodies. means all this, rupa you're getting now. Today, I'm this human body. Tomorrow I may be an animal body. So all this anyatha rupa is different bodily forms that we get. And swarupena muktir means once you're out of this bodily concept, muktir hitva anyatha rupam. So when you're out of this bodily concept, then what happens? Swarupena vyavastitha. So this is a verse from Bhagavatam. Swarupena vyavastitha means swarupena. So what is your swarupa? Your swa means self. Rupa means what is your actual self? What is your original self? Is swarupa. So your original self is a servant of Krishna. Somewhere in the spiritual world, we are serving Krishna. So that is our swarupa. And then it says swarupena vyavastita means we will be situated back in that swarupa. So this is liberation. So liberation means coming out of the illusion that we are this body and then understanding what our original swarupa is. And once we are completely liberated from this bodily concept and this material concept, then we will get our swarupa in the spiritual world. So this is the knowledge. So this verse is so important that it is giving you the absolute truth in very simply understandable words, and it'll remove the illusion that you are in. It'll make your path towards God very clear, and also it will give you liberation and the ultimate goal of being situated in Swarupa. And why do you want to be situated in Swarupa? Again, is to serve the Lord only. So even if you are liberated from this material concept and you go back to spiritual world, what do we do there? We still we chant and we dance and we serve the absolute. But that is our original Swarupa. So this is not our Swarupa. We are having this temporary body and this temporary material world that we have come. And then our our prayas should always be to attain our original Swarupa so we can happily serve the Lord. Okay, is that clear? Any questions in this verse? Yes,
No,
girls, are you
Mataji.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear, Mataji. Yes.
Okay. Then we will move to 36. Yes. अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यो सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमा सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवैनेव वृजिनां सन्तरिष्यसि. Someone can repeat? अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः. Ritika, you want to repeat?
I want to, but it's very noisy and I don't have a Bhagavad-gītā book also in my hand. I will try, Mataji, hearing.
I'll go
Can you
slow.
see? I'm outside. I'll
Oh,
try, Mataji. Go ahead,
okay.
Mataji.
अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः
अपि चेदपसि पापेभ्यः
सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः
सर्वे वा
पापकृत्तमः
पापकृत्तमा
सर्वं
सर्वं
ज्ञानप्लवैनेव
ज्ञानप्रब्धे वैव्या
प्लवैनैव
प्लवैनैव
वृजिनां सन्तरिष्यसि
सृजिनां
सन्तरिष्यसि.
Santarishyasi. Very sorry, Mataji. That was bad from my end.
Oh, that's a tough verse only. Okay. So here Krishna saying, even if you're considered to be the most sinful of all sinners, when you're situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross over the ocean of miseries. So apiched papepya means if you're the like the best of the sinners, to be the most sinful of the sinners, what happens? Sarvebhya papa krittama. So the greatest of the sinners, sarvam jnana plavaineva means all such sinful reactions will be removed. When you have the jnana plavaineva means when you have the boat of transcendental knowledge. And then vrijinam santarishasi means you will, vrijinam is miseries. Vrijinam is misery. So with this boat, what happens? You will cross. So santarishasi means you will cross completely. So you will completely cross this ocean of miseries. So this analogy I've explained before. So the material ocean, no, the material world that we are living in is compared to an ocean. So the ocean that is full of, big waves and that's, beating us. So we are all in this ocean, and we are all being beaten by the waves, and we are getting tossed and turned. So those are all the difficulties, the kleshas that we are experiencing in this material world. And imagine yourself, in this Pacific Ocean, and the waves are hitting you right and left, and you have no way to get out. Can anybody, even the biggest of the swimmer, cannot get out of an ocean that is so wild and forceful. So even swimmers can die in these oceans. So unless you have a boat that is going to pick you up from this ocean and put you in that boat and take you to the shore, there is no hope for you. So similarly, we are also, I mean, yeah, I to imagine myself in that ocean always. That is how we are. We are, and we are not recognizing. So unless somebody with a boat comes and picks you up, there is no way, no way, no way for us. And that person who's coming in the boat is your spiritual master, and the boat is the transcendental knowledge. So that the boat of the transcendental knowledge. So jnana plavaineva. It's called jnana plavaineva, and this word is used in Bhagavad-gītā a couple times, in Bhagavatam also. So the boat. So they always say jnana plavena means boat or transcendental knowledge. So the transcendental knowledge is compared to a boat. Why is it compared to a boat? Because a boat can take people to the shore, and the person who's guiding the boat, who's riding the boat, is your spiritual master. So that is who we need in order to be able to come out of this material world. So at present, things may all be fine, and you may not be feeling like it's a material ocean, but trust me, this life is. Sooner or later, all of us will have, some. I mean, we already have disturbances, but those disturbances will continue to be there. In fact, with old age, everything gets worse. So we are in this ocean, and we have to pray, sincerely that we get a spiritual master who will come and find you in this material ocean, and be able to pick you up and take. At least now, we are seeing the boat. The boat is transcendental knowledge. So that knowledge that Krishna gave you in the last verse, that you're part of him, you're not independent of Krishna, and you're having a temporary body. So all that absolute knowledge is the boat. So that boat of knowledge is coming. We know that, and we just have to grab onto the boat and hold the hand of a spiritual master. So what this verse basically says is understanding of our constitutional relationship. This word also is used very commonly in Bhagavad-gītā. Constitutional means the original position, our original relationship, the swarupa is the constitutional position. So what is our constitutional position? So once we understand that, what we discussed in the last verse, once we understand our relationship to Krishna, it is so, I mean, just the knowledge itself, actually, they are saying, just the knowledge itself can lift you up from the ocean of this Nishayans. This ocean that I'm describing is also called ocean of Nishayans. Nishayans means darkness. I mean, complete, absolute pitch darkness that, we don't know where to go. We don't know what we are doing. So that is the situation of this material world, that ocean that we are describing. So if this knowledge that we are getting, this absolute transcendental knowledge, means that boat is enough to lift us up, right? Because once you have the boat, you can catch on to some edge of it and pull yourself up. So that knowledge itself is saying is will allow you to be able to cross over the ocean of miseries. So yes, so that is the potency of this transcendental knowledge. So it is a great savior. Even if you don't know how to swim, you have this boat of knowledge, you'll be surviving. You'll be able to survive. So it is a savior. So that is the potency of this transcendental knowledge that Krishna is giving us through the medium of Bhagavad-gītā. So it is simple. The boat of Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada writes, the boat of Krishna consciousness is very simple, but at the same time, most sublime. So it is most sublime because that is your savior. I mean, without that boat, you will not be able to go anywhere. So it is your path. It is your path to liberation. It is your path to perfection. It is your path back to Goloka. So this transcendental knowledge is absolutely, absolutely important, is what Krishna is saying here. So that was 36, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to 37. 4.37. Yataidhamsi samsittognir Ashma Satguru Terjuna Jnanagni Sarvakarmani Bhasma Sat Kurute Tatha. So I'll read the translation. As a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, O Arjuna, so does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to material activities. So this is along similar lines to the previous word. So Krishna is continuing to say about this knowledge. So this knowledge, what does it do? Yatai dhamsi samsiddhognir. So uh, what does a blazing fire do? Uh, Blazing, samsiddha means blazing. A dhamsi is firewood. So just like a blazing fire will burn all the wood, right, to ashes. So Arjuna, so does a fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions of material activity. So there's an analogy here. So just like fire will burn the firewood, blazing fire, like that this knowledge. So the fire of knowledge. So there it's called boat of knowledge in the last verse. Another analogy here is a fire of knowledge. So what does this fire of knowledge do? It will burn to ashes all reactions of material activities. So one in the last verse we learned that the boat of knowledge, what will it do? It will lead you to liberation. It will pick you out of this material ocean. And here, this fire of knowledge, what will it do? It will also burn all your sinful reactions. So two different things they are doing, right? So transcendental knowledge, they said boat will take you over, cross you over, means your miseries will end. This miserable material life will end. Not only that, this boat of this knowledge, fire of knowledge, will also cause your sinful reactions to burn away. So two benefits. One is you'll come out of this material ocean, be liberated, and for that actually also you need your sinful reactions to be complete. So they say, right, when we have karma, the reaction of karma is there, and as long as we have these reaction, we should look at it as all of us come to this world with a big bag of karmic reactions from previous lifetimes, and then we are doing more karma this lifetime. So we all have this huge luggage with us, and until you get rid of that luggage, you cannot be liberated. So here Krishna is saying that same knowledge that will liberate you will also burn reactions to your material activity. So that is a very important thing to be able to achieve. So he's saying a perfect knowledge of self and super self, and the relationship is compared herein with fire. So what does this fire do? This fire will burn all reactions to impious activities and also pious activities. So we discussed, right? Both sukarma, that is good karma, and vikarma, bad karma, can give you reactions. So this knowledge will remove reactions to both pious and impious activities. What does it do? It will burn them to ashes. So so that is the benefit of even knowing this transcendental knowledge. So all the reactions, your pious and impious activities, the reactions will all burn away very nicely just by understanding this knowledge that Krishna is giving. So I just wanted to spend 5 minutes on what is this reaction, what type of reactions do we have, and what type of karmas we have. So karma and the reactions can be few types, right? We've read that there are three types of karma, right? I've discussed sukarma, or it's also called shubha karma. Shubha karma is good activities, pious activities, or auspicious activities are called shubha karma. And then there's vikarma or ashubha karma or papa karma. So those are bad, giving you bad reactions. And then there's akarma. Anything that you devote to the Supreme Lord becomes akarma, means it does not generate any reaction. Now, in Shubha Karma or Sukarma also, there are three types. One is the daily things we do. So, Nitya Karma, it's called obligatory daily rites. So, daily, we cook, we take a bath, we go to work. So, all these are Nitya Karmas. And then some are circumstantial duties. Circumstantial means, something specific comes someday that we don't do every day. And that is called Naimittika Karma. And then sometimes we also do the rites for our forefathers, ceremonies we do for personal benefit. No, not rites. The rites are actually naimittika karma, and then we do some things for our own benefit. That is called kamya karma. So, Kamya karma, they say, should be rejected because it is in our self-interest, but we should do the Nitya karma and Naimittika karmas, we should continue to do. So example of Naimittika karma is performing rites to the departed souls. Okay, so that we should do. Naimittika karma we should do. Nitya karma we should do, because without Nitya karma, we cannot maintain our body. And doing Nitya karma also can be auspicious to your body, mind, and society. So Nitya karmas, not just our material activities of, going to work and all, it should also involve like, chanting Gayatri mantra, doing your japa, doing Sandhya Vandana, offering prayers, giving some charity, being truthful, helping your family. So all those are called Nitya karmas that should be done, and Naimittika karmas should be done. But Kamya karmas we should avoid because they are personally selfish. Then this is one type of classification. And then in terms of, reaction, there are few types we should know. So actually the whole karma, sum total of karma, good and bad, coming from all our lives. So this big bag I refer to that is coming with you from lifetimes, that together the sum total is called sanchita karma. Okay, so all the karma that you have, both the positive, negative, is called sanchita karma. And when we take more lives, we are adding or reducing the sanchita karma. So depending on your activities, you're adding or removing sanchita karma. And until this whole sanchita karma becomes zero, you cannot be liberated. Means you have to take birth again. So this karma should become zero before you become liberated. Means before you stop this cycle of birth and death. Then there is something called kriyamana karma. So kriyamana karma is the daily karma that we do. So the daily or instant karma that we create. So we are doing some activity, right? So today I'm doing something good, I'm doing something bad. And both these are daily activities add to the sanchita karma. So so it goes and adds to sanchita karma, and the result of it may come either in this lifetime or future lifetimes. So that we cannot tell. And then there is something called prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is that part of sanchita karma whose reactions will come this lifetime. So we are doing kriyamana karma, that is adding to sanchita karma. And then if the results come this lifetime, then that becomes prarabdha karma. So when you go and get a horoscope read or something, and they say these things are going to happen to you in this lifetime, that is your prarabdha karma. And then there is something called agami karma. Agami karma is the karma that we are creating in this birth, but the result will come in your future birth. So that is different from prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is the result coming in this lifetime, whereas agami karma is you're creating karma this birth. Means something, somebody murdered somebody. Like two people, suppose, were involved in murdering two people. One fellow goes to the jail immediately, and the other fellow escapes scot-free. So the person who went to the jail this lifetime, that is his prarabdha karma. Means the result has come in this lifetime. Whereas the fellow who escaped, we all think, that fellow escaped, he's so lucky and all. But his punishment will come in the next lifetime. So he will get an agami karma. And that's why we see, different things happening in our life. Like, some are very rich at birth, some are very poor. Some have so much talent at birth, without being trained, they are good dancers or singers. Some become very popular very soon. So all that is a result. We may not understand, you'll think, why is this fellow so popular? He's hardly trained, or I worked so hard and I didn't get into this profession, or I didn't get this promotion, whereas that fellow is useless and that fellow got a promotion. So all these thoughts that we have, because we are only looking at this lifetime. Our mirror, our whatever telescope or whatever you want to call, is going to look at these people in this lifetime. But you have to understand that everybody has, previous lifetimes and future lifetimes that only Krishna knows. So Krishna is very impartial. So he is not going to, favor somebody over somebody and, be partial to us. Because we are unable to see their previous lives and future lifetimes, we think as, that this fellow is not deserving. But, that is because when we understand these prarabdha karma and agami karma, we'll understand why some people on the outside seem to, be benefited or seem very lucky. We call this fellow is a lucky fellow. So it's not about luck. It is that, he accumulated this agami karma sometime. Okay, and then a couple other terms also you should know. So prarabdha karma, we said this lifetime. So prarabdha karma is those that have manifested. So this lifetime, the results we are getting is called prarabdha karma. And then, so everything, we may not get the result right now. So there is something called bija karma. So bija karma means it is in the form of a seed. So our karma is in the form of a seed and it has not fructified, like it is still in the seed form. The plant has not come out yet. And then there is a kuta karma. Kuta karma is the plant is just coming out. So that karma, the result of that karma will come very soon to you. That is called kuta karma. And then there is an aprarabdha karma, which is not manifest. So we don't know when that will come. It will come sometime. So prarabdha karma is this lifetime. Aprarabdha karma is the reaction has not begun to manifest. Kuta karma is going to manifest very soon. We are seeing the plant come out of it. And bija karma is still in the form of seed and we don't know when it will come. Okay, so these are all the types of karmas we should know. And so all these complex karmas that we may have done from lifetimes, what is the best way of nullifying the reactions here? They're saying this perfect knowledge of the self and super self. So this is the means for removing all these. So in the Vedas it is stated, Ube uhaiva isya ete tarati amrita sadhva asadhuni, means one overcomes both pious and impious reactions of work. How? By this transcendental knowledge. And another way of removing the sins, more sins than you can commit. What else can remove more sins than you can commit? Anybody? What else can remove all your sins?
Japa.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And multiple shastras, and I can give you 100 references to where this mantra has been said to remove all the reactions to your sinful activities. In fact, they say it can remove more sins than you can commit. So nothing, comes closer than the potency of the Hare Krishna mantra. So please do, all of you, because all of us have sins. Even the fact that we are breathing every day, we are killing so many microorganisms in our body. So it's if you want to get rid of this sanchita karma that you have, this bag of karmic reactions that we are carrying, because unless we get rid of that, we cannot go back to Krishna. So my earnest request is for you all to chant, do japa. Because again, this is not just theory. If I say something, okay, this is all good, it's all there in Shastra, ye sunne ke liye acha hai, aisa nahi hai. Everything in Shastra is 100% accurate, 100% true. So when we say that, Hare Krishna Mahamantra vanquishes all sins, then, isn't it such an easy way to remove our sins? नहीं तो कहाँ जाएंगे? Sins, how will they go? There's no other mechanism, there's no other mechanism to get rid of sins. Yes, this knowledge we are getting also, but japa is more potent, more powerful. And then not just what we did in the past, आगे भी करेंगे हम. Nobody can lead a sinless life in this material world. So for all that to go, simplest way is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So request you all to chant. Are you all chanting? I know Bhavna is chanting. Ritika, are you chanting?
One time in a day, Mataji. Bad.
Not
Early
enough.
morning I chant. Yeah, I'll do, Mataji.
Yeah, because Krishna gave us 24 hours. Even if 12 hours we're sleeping, then in 12 hours, at least, little bit, 20 minutes. Do at least 4 rounds,
Before
because
I used to.
no,
These
no,
2 months I'm not doing, but I make sure one round I do it daily. Where I'll
you
restart
should
again,
not.
Mataji.
You should not come down on the rounds usually. When you do 4, you stay at 4 or you go up only. You should not come down.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, please,
Mataji,
my
you were talking about this beach, beach mantra. I mean,
bija karma.
coming to the karma. Huh.
Mm,
That is very interesting, Mataji.
mm.
Eh,
Why?
The seed that you are saying, no?
Yeah.
Can you talk more about it? I also heard
So,
there is a mantra that speaks
mm,
about beach mantra. Is it anywhere related with Beach Mantra
No, no, no.
and Beach?
Bija mantra, Bija mantra and Moola mantras called. They are like when we do deity worship and all, every deity or every acharya, they have some mantras. Like for Radha Krishna, we say Shreem Klim Radha Krishnaya Bhyam Namaha. So that is their mantra. I don't know why it's called Bija mantra, but that is that mantra. But this is the Bija karma. So when we do karma activities, all that reaction is there in different forms. So you imagine, suppose there's a that punishment that needs to come to us, but it is still not coming. It is packed into like a capsule or something. So it will come in future. Or some suppose there's a bomb. Uska ek time rehta hai na, like you can have a bomb and you can set a time. Like it should take off at this particular hour. ये फूटने का है bomb. So like that, you should pija is also something like that. So all that reaction we have to get is in the form of a seed that is not fructified. So when the time comes, when the right time comes, it will be fructified. So you'll get the reaction of that karma when that time, and the time and all Krishna will decide. Like this lifetime or next lifetime, वो सब Krishna will decide. But even these bija karmas also can be nullified by the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And sometimes, like somebody will, suppose you slap somebody and somebody will slap you back. Okay, that is instant karma. So it comes back to you right then and there. So that account is over. But sometimes we do bad things and nothing happens, right? Sometimes we think like the thief may steal something and the police doesn't catch him and he's very happy, like अरे मुझे तो कुछ नहीं हुआ नहीं. It went into the form of this bija karma. It will come back some other time. Or aprarabdha karma also is similar to bija karma, not yet manifested, and sometimes they'll come. See, nobody can escape karma. That is there, written there in stone, that nobody will escape any karma. It is only a matter of time. So another beautiful example is silos. Silo is a big container that has a tap underneath at the bottom, and these silos the farmers use to store grain. Like पूरा साल का उनका storage रहता है उसमें. So suppose somebody puts bad grain in the silo, it all goes to the bottom. And then next crop is nice rice, and then they put it on the top. So when you open the tap from down, you get the bad rice. So the farmer will think, "Arey, मैं तो अच्छा rice दे रहा हूँ, and this is bad rice is coming." So similarly, when we get reactions in this life, we get bad things happening to our life, and we think, "Arey, we are good people. We didn't harm anybody. I'm a nice person. I'm going to temple. I'm worshipping the deities." Then why are these negative things happening? Because of that silo effect. Means sometime in your previous lifetime, you filled the barn with the silo with bad grain, and that is coming. It could be vice versa also. Say last year you had good grain and now you're putting bad grain, and then you open the tap and then you're getting good grain. This is what we see happening. Like suppose say the political people, they have done such bad things in front of your eyes. They are putting bad grain in that silo, but they're getting all good results. They're getting name, fame, money, power, everything they're getting. And you'll wonder, अरे ये लोग इतने खराब काम करते हैं and their results are so good. Because the results are good because maybe in the previous lifetime they did something good. So that account is very true. I mean, क्या बोलते हैं, it's like math. So nothing wrong can happen, and that karma is written in stone. So but we are only seeing, our view is small. We can only see around that situation. We don't know the past and previous and future lives, and that's why we are not seeing. So everything can be understood like this. Like if you see some injustice happening around you, this is a reason. Or if you think something bad is happening in your life, this is a reason.
Accept
Okay.
it, do yeah. Just accept it, do Maha Mantra.
Yeah. If you want all
Yeah.
this nonsense to go away from your life, see, even after you do Maha Mantra, some negativities will happen. But they say sometimes, when you take shelter of Krishna, actually your life can become even more difficult. That is not a reaction to your material work. That is a blessing of the Lord, because He wants to remove all the karmic reactions from you this lifetime so He can take you back. Sometimes, you'll see sadhus and sannyasis suffering, very badly. Like for now, Jai Patak Maharaj is always sick. He has had 2
Yes,
transplants.
Mataji.
So you'll wonder why, such a sannyasi, such a devoted servant to the Lord, why is he going through? So Krishna will remove all the traces of karmic reactions, I believe, so that he's ready to go back. So that should not be viewed as a general karma that, that he did something bad and the reaction is coming. So that is also there. And sometimes, Krishna will test you. He'll test you through giving you hardships and see whether you're, still connected to Krishna. So there are different ways of looking at these negativities in life. But for us to remove this account, like close the account, the best thing is to do the Hare Krishna mantra. This account
Okay,
has to be closed.
Mataji. Thank
Otherwise
you.
you'll be born again. You'll be born
Much
again otherwise.
grateful.
Yeah. Thank
Beautiful.
you. Yeah.
Karma, oh my God. It's like a full meal for me. I need to again, re-listen to you all these topics again. I
Yeah,
feel like,
because that's why
too good.
when negative things happen, हम लोग भगवान को कोसना नहीं है. It is all our doing only. The suffering that is there is completely our doing. Krishna, has made this material nature, like he's given these rules and he stays apart. So it's not like, he's coming every day to bother you. He will, that is his renunciation. So he's made this material laws in this world, created this material nature, made these laws, and he stays aloof. So every day you cannot like, हम क्यों किया ऐसा नहीं है, ये सब हमारा करना है. This is our doing. He's not directly, involved into our day-to-day karmic reactions. But he set the rule and he leaves it. So it's up to us, what we want to do, how we want to act. That's why very important how we act in this world. हम लोग सब, बहुत whimsically act करते हैं. And that's why Shastra is there to guide us. So what is good, what is bad, we'll read in Bhagavad-gītā future, what is mode of goodness, how we should act. Actually, what was I reading? Yeah. We probably already did, no? We did prescribed duties. What is prescribed for us? What is our duty? It's all there in Shastra. So कुछ भी हम लोग को whimsical करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Everything is there. How to act, Krishna tells you. How to think, how to treat your relationships. Everything is there in Bhagavad-gītā. So he's given us everything. It is up to us, how much we want to take and how much we want to neglect. Okay, thank you. Bhavna, any questions?
Oh, Mataji, that karma thing which you were telling, जैसे पहले अपन ने एक एक्ट कर लिया and immediately उसका effect नहीं मिलता है. That one thing even Dhritarashtra had
Yes.
go through that.
I told you that example, right? So Dhritarashtra, 50 lifetimes ago, no, Dhritarashtra at the end of the war, he asks Krishna, why did you take away my 100 sons? And why did you make me blind? Because that was a part of the problem, right? Because of this war, because I was blind. So why did you do this to me? So Krishna or Vidura, somebody says that 50 lifetimes ago, he was a hunter and he shoots the eye of a bird, parent bird, and sets the fire on tree where there were 100 baby birds. So he blinds the mother or father and kills the 100 birds. So that's why he becomes blind, and then all his 100 sons are taken away. So Dhritarashtra asks, then why did you not give me this punishment the next birth? Why did I have to take birth 50 times? So Krishna says, to get sons means it's good pious activities they should do. So Krishna gave him 50 lifetimes to do pious activity enough to get those 100 sons. See how mathematical this is. So like next life he won't get 100 sons because he has to accrue that good karma to get a son. So he gives him so many lifetimes to accrue that good karma, gives him sons and then takes him away. I mean, sometimes it's very harsh लगता है, but that is what we deserve, I think. It's harsh, but it's there. Law of karma has been set in. Yeah.
नाम
And
जप
people
करने
act. Hmm?
तो नाम जप करने से that entire thing can't go
Yes.
away क्या?
Yes.
It will
Everything will
be
go.
ready. Or will it like will it be reduced? Like something drastically bad was
Yeah.
going to happen, but thoda sa
Yeah, it will be reduced depending on your advancement. If Krishna chooses, like if you completely surrender, he may choose to remove all the karmic reactions. Or if you are, just still thoda kar rahe, to thoda nikalta hai. And then for those that have completely surrendered, like that acharyas I'm saying, for them it can be, or for a little more advanced devotees, it can be a test of Krishna. For more advanced devotees, it can be preparing them for taking back to the spiritual world. So some traces rehte hai, sab mein rehte hai of their previous lifetime. So that also is removing. So these are the three ways we should see. But definitely it'll reduce or it'll completely ho sakta hai, depending on the level of advancement level of surrender we have to Krishna. He can do anything. See that math is very difficult. They say karma is very intricate. So it's very intricate and very difficult to understand. Actually, there's a verse that says, what is that? Sanskrit verse that says, understanding karma is very difficult for anybody. So we can't put correct, formulae like, isko aisa hua, to aisa hai, aisa nahi. It's very difficult for us to, thoda inconceivable hai wo. But Krishna is fair. So everything will be taken care. But our only chance is to get this knowledge and to chant.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. So
Thank you,
hopefully
Mataji.
next week, actually Tuesday, I am traveling back. So maybe later part of the week I'll post it because I'm starting Tuesday and I think I'll arrive Wednesday or something. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.